Coverage today, at least 30 fake calls reporting shootings at several Iowa schools came into dispatch centers throughout the state, including Mason City, Charles City, Clear Lake, and other schools in Cerro Gordo County. Now, thankfully, none of them were legitimate calls. And today, state leaders spoke out against these so-called swatting calls. And KIMT News 3's Sananda McCall joins us now with more on this. Sananda.
Yeah, Tyler, I can only imagine the sense of fear that ran through the minds of those impacted. Today, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds held a press conference initially to provide an update on the state school safety bureau. However, even more pressing matters had to be addressed first. Governor Reynolds invited the commissioner of the Department of Public Safety to speak on the swatting calls, which he says began in Clinton County around 8:30 this morning, then grew to the eastern and western sides of the state. We did speak with the police chief of Mason City, who says the hoax calls can put a strain on first responders and their resources, but most importantly, those impacted. The commissioner says typically these calls are made through the internet rather than traceable cell phones. He tells us more about the nature of the calls received today.
There is similarities in all these phone calls. The nature of the voice is similar. Some of the other identifying characteristics are similar, so there's a reason to believe that the same entity or person is making all of the phone calls.
As the press conference continues, state school safety officials and Governor Reynolds announced the new launch of a school safety app called Safe&Sound Iowa, which allows parents and students to report anonymous tips to law enforcement. Tyler?
All right, Sananda, thank you very much. And the Safe&Sound Iowa app is designed to prevent violence, unlawful possession of weapons, self-harm, and other threatening behavior that affects Iowa youth. And according to authorities, in 80% of school shootings, at least one other person noticed concerning activity or behavior that might lead to violence.